Okay, I want you to do something for me. Think about the people you really, truly admire for what they've accomplished. Got them in your head? Now, think about their social media. Do you see it? A lot of the most brilliant, most effective people out there, they're practically ghosts online. They aren't live tweeting their every move. And you know what? That is not an accident. The real question is, are they just hiding? Or have they figured out a powerful secret that the rest of us are missing?
It's a weird paradox, right? Because we're all told, build your personal brand, share your journey, build in public. But then you look at the people at the very top of their game, and so many of them are doing the exact opposite. Turns out, their silence isn't just, a personality quirk. It's actually a powerful psychological strategy. And here's the first key to unlocking this whole thing. It's not about secrecy for secrecy's sake, it's about protection. These high achievers, they're building a fortress. Not a fortress of stone and walls, but a fortress around their single most valuable asset, their mental space. This is that quiet, focused zone where the real deep work actually gets done, totally shielded from the constant noise and judgment of the outside world.
So let's break down the fundamental trade-off here, because that's what it is. On one side, you've got posting your moves. This gets you that instant hit of validation. The likes, the comments, the "you got this." It feels really good, kind of like a sugar rush. But on the other side, you have making your moves. This is the quiet, focused work. And what you're doing is trading that cheap, short-term buzz for deep, long-term satisfaction. You're not just feeling like you're making progress, you are actually making it.
Now, this isn't just some philosophical debate. There is real, hard neuroscience at play here. And that leads us directly to something called the premature reward trap. So get this. When you go online and announce your big, ambitious goals, your brain chemistry literally changes. All that social recognition and praise, it triggers a release of dopamine. That's the exact same reward chemical you get from actually achieving the goal. So in essence, your brain gets totally tricked. It gets the feeling of accomplishment before you've even started the hard work.
Let's just walk through how this insidious trap works, step by step. First, you announce a goal. Let's say you're going to start a business or run a marathon. Instantly, step 2, you get that rush of social praise. Wow, amazing. Then step 3, your brain gets its reward. It gets that dopamine hit. And then, what happens next? Step 4, the motivation to actually do the grueling, painful, difficult work, it just vanishes. Why? Because as far as your brain is concerned, the mission is already accomplished. It's a psychological pitfall that keeps so many people from ever actually crossing the finish line.
Okay, so if looking for external validation is a trap, what's the alternative? Well, high achievers, they operate on a completely different system. They cultivate something we can call an inner scorecard. And this isn't just a small tweak, it is a fundamental shift in how you measure what success even means. The first pillar of this inner scorecard is what's called privacy orientation. This just means that your progress is judged privately. The only metrics that matter are your own. The only person you have to impress is you. You stop being a performer playing to the court of public opinion, and instead you become the sole trusted judge of your own work. The easiest way to start this? End your day by asking yourself, did I do what I set out to do today? Not what did people think of me to do?
And when you build this habit of privacy, you start to forge the second, unshakable pillar, secure self-esteem. See, when your confidence is built on the promises you keep to yourself, it becomes unbreakable. It isn't fragile. It doesn't depend on what other people think or the whims of a social media algorithm. It is earned through quiet, consistent action. You build it by keeping these tiny, private promises to yourself. I didn't hit snooze, I wrote one page, I made that difficult call. Each one of those is another brick in the foundation of a confidence that no one can ever take away from you.
So when you combine that protected mental space with a strong inner scorecard, you finally arrive at the heart of this entire philosophy. You learn to move in silence. Just let that one sink in for a second. Real discipline moves in silence. It doesn't need an audience. It doesn't crave applause. The only witness it needs is the result it produces. It's those thousands of quiet hours when literally no one is watching that create the one moment that everyone eventually sees. So let's put it all together. Here is the architect's blueprint, the key takeaways. First, you have to fiercely protect your mental space, guard it. Second, learn to recognize and completely avoid that premature reward trap. Third, build your self-esteem from the inside out, based on your own actions. And finally, live by the ultimate mantra. Let your results do all the talking for you. And that really brings us to the final and most important question, the one I want to leave you with. In a world that is louder and more distracting than it has ever been, what masterpiece could you build if you gave yourself the profound gift of just working in silence?